Anthony Gamble, ANTHONY GAMBLE, spokesman with the Sacramento Police Department. Can we have you guys move over here, please? Please, thank you. Everybody on that side, please. Everybody on that side, thank you. If you're not media, please move over there. Thank you. Thank you. What I can tell you at this time, it is an active investigation and information is very preliminary. But what I can tell you is just after 3:30 this afternoon, our officers responded to reports of a shooting at Natomas High School. When officers got here, they located a juvenile victim with at least one gunshot wound. Our officers rendered emergency medical aid to that victim, and despite those efforts, the Sacramento Fire Department responded on scene, pronounced that victim deceased on scene. I don't have any suspect information released at this time. It is very preliminary, like I said. What I can tell you is the victim is not a student of Natomas High School. He is a student of another school that's nearby. I don't have that information to release at this time. As far as, like I said, suspect information, I don't have any suspect information. There's nobody in custody at this time. We're urging our community, if you have any information regarding this shooting or what happened, to please contact our police department. We have a child that's been killed, and so it tugs at the heart of everybody that's out here, all the family, the friends, the officers, the school district, and we cannot sit by and let these suspects go. And so our officers are going to continue to work around the clock to try to find who's responsible. As you saw, the SWAT team was out here a little bit ago as we were following up on leads, trying to locate any potential suspects, but we don't have anybody in custody at this time, but we will be working throughout the night to try to figure out who's responsible and bring them to custody. I can take a few questions. Again, very preliminary. I don't have a lot of information to release at this time.
You say that the suspect was involved in this was from a nearby school. Do we know what school? Discovery is nearby as well?
No, the victim is from a nearby school. It is believed that the suspect did attend Natomas High School. As far as where the victim goes, I don't have that information to release at this time. Okay.
What led you to this apartment complex?
Following up on potential leads.
Were you guys able to find anything inside?
I don't have anything to release at that time. This time, yeah.
You're saying you're looking for suspects. Do you have a number on that?
Suspect.
Suspect.
Yes,
One person,
we're looking for
individual.
we're looking for a suspect. That's correct.
How a teenager access a gun into the building?
That's a great question. That's something that our detectives and our officers are going to be looking at. Very very intently. We'll be looking to see how that firearm was brought onto the campus and what led up to that. I will say too, because this isn't the first time in my time as a police officer and as a spokesman for the police department where children have firearms. At the end of the day, the police department can do everything in our power to try to rid the streets of our firearms. Our parents have to be aware of what our kids are involved in. Our parents have to be aware of what our kids are carrying to schools, into malls, into public spaces. That's important, okay? We will figure out why that firearm was there and what that suspect's intentions were. We obviously know what happened and what transpired here, but we'll continue to follow that information up.
Do we know exactly where this all took place at Natomas High School?
It took place in an open area on the campus.
Was there an event happening at the school?
I believe school was just letting out.
What's the name that you guys are calling out to surrender?
I don't have that name.
Last name listed?
I don't have the name, I'm
This
sorry.
high school has a metal detector.
That would be a good question for the school district. I don't have that information. Okay. All right. Thank you all.
What follows now?
Well, at this point right now, our homicide detectives are on scene, as well as our crime scene investigators. They've responded to take over the investigation. They'll be processing the scene. They'll be collecting any evidence. They'll be reviewing video, speaking to witnesses. This will be a scene that we will probably be at throughout the night because our officers and our detectives want to be very meticulous and thoughtful in this investigation. We're not going to cut any corners, and we want to make sure that we do it right, and we want to try to find the person that is responsible.
Are the closures still going to remain in place, or are you guys going to...
As this scene begins to collapse, we will see some of the roads open up, but you can expect that the area around Natomas High School will still be impacted as far as the campus itself.
Were some of the residents that were evacuated?
I'm not aware of any evacuations.
Is the scene the apartments and the high school, or just the high school where this took place?
The scene is the high school. Yeah, thank you. All right, that's all I have for right now. I will follow up and signal with our media partners with any updates that we have, okay? All right, thank you.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robin Castillo. I'm the superintendent for Natomas Unified School District. Words cannot express the absolute heartbreak that we're feeling across our Natomas Unified community. Our hearts and prayers are with the students' family and loved ones classmates, teachers, and staff, and the entire Natomas community who are grieving this unimaginable loss. This is a tragedy that no family, no school, or no community should ever have to endure. We're working closely with Sacramento Police Department and local partners as they continue their investigation. We're committed to supporting the student's family, our students, our staff, in every way possible in the coming days as we face this unfathomable loss. It will take all of us together, families, educators, community leaders, and neighbors, coming together to ensure that our students are supported and surrounded with the love and the care that they need to grieve this senseless act and the loss of a friend and a classmate. We're committed to doing everything in our power in the days ahead to support our students, teachers, staff, and the Natomas community during this difficult time.
Are you able to talk about how a gun made it onto campus?
I'm not going to speak to the investigation. It would work with Sacramento PD on that.
Do most Natomas Unified Schools have metal detectors on campuses?
I'm not going to speak to those details. I'm happy to speak to the support that we're offering to our students and the families during this time.
Obviously, this happened right when school let out. What measures are in place moving forward after this incident?
Again, right now I just would like to address the support that we have for the family and our students and staff. This is a very difficult time, and so we're putting all of our efforts to mobilize supporting our community and our families right now.
And what does that look like?
We have reached out. We have our counselors, our school psychologists that are available for our staff and for our students. We will have extra presence at the campus on Monday, supports available over the weekend, anything that our students need. We have numbers and hotlines that they can call, and if they need any support over the weekend, we have a constituent and customer service department that anyone can call at any time, that we will make sure they get the resources that they need. This is a very, very tough time for kids and families, and we want to make sure social emotionally people are taken care of, and that is our top priority in this moment.
Now, will there be an increased presence only at Natomas High School, or could we see this at other Natomas Unified schools?
We will be evaluating all of that. Safety is a top priority for us across the district, so we will work with law enforcement to make sure that we have as many things in place as possible.
You mentioned this was just an absolutely heartbreaking incident on one of your campuses. Did you ever imagine in your career, in education, to be in the position that you're in now?
No, absolutely not. This is so devastating and so heartbreaking. Our students are our number one priority, and it's why we're here and do the job that we do. And anytime we lose a student, under any circumstance, but especially, a act of violence, it's just devastating.
Have you been in touch with the staff members on campus? What were the efforts like to shield those kids and to bring them into classrooms? Can you talk about anything in that regard?
There are a lot of details that go along with that investigation, but our first priority is we have safety procedures that we follow in these types of incidents, and first ensuring that everybody is safe, and then we immediately follow up with the social emotional support that is needed.
Do you have any message to parents right now that children walked away home a different day than usual?
I think it's just really important for parents and families to be there for their students and really listen, reach out if they feel like their students need extra support, but really reinforce how important it is to not engage in these type of things, and for parents, as the police mentioned, to really be vigilant about students and what they're doing, and access to weapons, but really just right now being there for their children and making sure they have the supports that they need, and we're here to support them with that.
Have there been any other similar incidents that at the school that kind of maybe you guys can touch on that experience and kind of guide you?
I can't speak to any of that right now. Right now, our focus is just really taking care of what's happening in the moment. And again, the family, our students, our staff, this is just very devastating.